thanks for having the opportunity to talk to me a little bit about your experience of working with me as your coach. And I just wanted to just kind of start with asking you, where were you before you reached out to me to do some work with me?
Before I reached out to you, I was in a place where I felt very alone. I didn't really have anybody around that was close to me, and I had moved to Brazil, I believe it was, and I was in a situation that was not, it wasn't a healthy living environment, and also I wasn't sure what I was going to be doing and how to do it. And so I was kind of just lost, basically. I felt kind of lost and alone. And I knew that I needed something to kind of, jumpstart me again.
Yeah. And so after working with me, and there's been a couple times that we worked together, so let's talk about that particular moment, and then we'll come to the most recent moment. After, I think that there was both a course and some individual coaching that took place, and it was over a couple months.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, what were some of the new tools that you learned? And then also, looking back, how do you see that you still use those tools?
Okay, that's actually a great question, because I was thinking about, because I did the course a bit ago, and I was trying to think of every single day, but the thing is that what matters are the things that stuck, right? And so there are a couple things that stuck that I use to this day. One of them is the way that I manage my time, because after that, I believe it was right after I got a job, and I was working non-stop hours, and I couldn't figure out how to have time just to think because I was using my brain in a manner that was I was a director, and I was directing all these people, and I didn't know how to kind of slow it down without having my job at risk. And so you taught me something specifically, which was the 45 minutes. So the 45 minutes you work, and then the 15 minutes you kind of break and sit back, and no matter what, you take that break. And so it makes you really conscious about how you're organizing your time, because everybody always does that. Oh wait, but there's one more thing, So I had to really start to look at my time and organize my time better, and make sure that I had that time to kind of break. So that was one lesson that I learned. And then just overall, how to balance your week out, and how not to get stressed. And it's funny, because you actually just recently did a video that I saw that I really loved. You were up late at night, and you had your monkey mind going, and you had all these things that you had to do, and you were kind of like overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of that tool that you taught me. And you spoke about that, and how to organize your time, and how to break it down, and then break down the breakdown, and then break down the breakdown the breakdown. And so it makes it a lot easier, makes it a lot easier to get to, and a lot more accessible.
Yes.
So that was one thing. Another thing that I learned was the vision board. That just opened my mind wide up. Like, vision boarding is amazing, because you can see it every day. You can see your future every single day. It's a part of your every life, and you see it first, just for me, in front of my bed on my wall, but then you start to see it, not physically, but you get to see it in your kitchen and in your living room, and then it wanders outside the front, outside of your house, and you start to see it in front of your house. Then you see it on the street. Then you're walking down the street. Then you see it in the city. It's like you start to see that vision everywhere, and they slowly become true. Not all of them, because maybe they didn't serve you, but like the ones that did, they come true. So thank you for that. That was amazing.
Yeah, awesome. The other thing I wanted to know is, we most recently hosted the Feminine Power Incubator, and I was posting about it on Facebook, and really just kind of letting people know that it was available. Was there anything that, about knowing that I was going to be there, in addition to, of course, my awesome colleague Sunny, but the fact that I was giving this event, that pulled you based off of our prior work? Like, there was a certain benefit I feel like you knew you were going to get.
Yeah, and it's very interesting, because I feel like I really honestly feel like there's something about your energy, and maybe my connection to you, that kind of services itself in my time of need, which is fantastic for me. So yeah, it was kind of one of those things where it kind of just came up out of nowhere, but it did not come up out of nowhere. And I saw your name, and when I see your name and I see you doing something, I'm like, all right, let's see what's up. And so yeah, there is definitely more of an attraction to an event or to a gathering or something that's going to, I feel like is going to enlighten me or kind of give me some insight. If your name is attached to it, I know that I need to pay attention because of what you've done for me in the past.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. my last question is, most recently we had some one-on-one time together again. Did anything new open up for you in that session from having some more of that one-on-one coaching versus being a part of a group?
Yes. It was kind of an affirmation of what you shared with me before we were on our alone time. The whole thing about self-worth and helping me get my mind map together and stuff like that. There were some things there that I didn't see that you were able to see on the outside, which was great. And then we talked about some of those things in our chat. And then, oh yes, communication. That was the big thing, because I am struggling with communication with my family, but I didn't really realize that I was. That opened up in our conversation together that was something that was affecting me more than I realized that it had been,
Yeah.
and my connection with them.
Well, thank you. I wanted to just give you the opportunity to say anything else that comes up for you, anything that you'd want to say to someone who's considering working with me, or any other awesome benefits that you've gotten out of our work.
Yeah, I would say first of all, if you see Stephanie Stato written anywhere, get on it like red hot nothing. That's number one. That's what I've learned in my life. Number two, you do have a lot of resources and you do have a lot of ways in which you allow yourself to be pulled, and it's definitely a gift that you have. And so what I would say to anyone that's out there is if you're not sure about maybe you're looking up what I'm speaking about, this power of life thing, maybe you're looking at that specifically and maybe you say maybe that doesn't work for me. Well, I would urge you to dig deeper into Stephanie Stato and what she's all about and see what does resonate with you and what does fit with you in your life, because most often than not there's something there. And she's just a great, she assists you with the things that you need to do in your path, or that you don't see sometimes. So it's great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, awesome.
That was awesome.